All right, we're looking at evaluating functions today. All right, here's a function right here. F of x equals negative 3x plus 5. All right, what's the function value of 4? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to find f of 4, which means I'm going to put 4 right there where x is. And then I'm just going to punch this in the calculator, which is going to be negative 7. Just punch this straight in the calculator. Let me show you what to do. Okay, down here at the bottom, you see me? Okay, I'm going to type negative 3 in parentheses. I'm going to put my 4 in there, plus 5. And look at that, negative 7. Okay. Go to this one here. If f of x is 4x plus 7, what's the function value of negative 5? So I'm going to do f of negative 5. So I'm going to do 4, negative 5 plus 7. Wherever your x is right there, you're going to put parentheses with the negative 5 in there. And then you just punch this in so you can see where I just typed the last one. I'm going to type negative 4, or 4 times the negative 5 in parentheses plus 7, and I get negative 13. Okay? So I think you'll have good luck with this. Here's one with a fraction in it. Find f of 8, 1/2 x minus 3. Well, 1/2 is just 1 divided by 2. This is 1/2. So when you type this in, we're going to do 1 divided by 2. Okay, let me get it where you can see it. Okay. Times, I'm going to put 8 in the parentheses, and then minus 3. All right, so you can see what I got. 1/2 times 8 minus 3, and it's 1. So f of 8 is 1. Okay, here's with the decimal. All right, so we're going to do f of negative 6, which means I'm going to do negative 2.5 times negative 6 minus 4. All right, so typing it in is all the same way every time. I'm going to do negative 2.5, and then I'm going to put negative 6 in parentheses, minus 4. It's important that you put this in parentheses every time. That's 11. Okay. All right, here's another one with the fraction. We'll skip that one. We'll go to this one. So I'm going to find f of negative 5, which means I'm going to have negative 7 halves, and then I'm going to have negative 5 plus 5. So when I push this in, I'm going to go negative 7 divided by 2. And then parentheses, and my negative 5. And then plus 5. And there you go. 22.5. Okay. Now here's a square. So I'm going to do f of 5. I'm going to put 5 in there, squared minus 1. Okay, so that's 25 minus 1, which is 24. But it's important that you put this in parentheses every time. All right, here's one here, negative 8. So what's f of negative 8? So I'm going to put 2 times negative 8 squared minus 3. So type it in here. Okay, so I'm going to have 2 and then negative 8 in parentheses. 2 and then negative 8 in parentheses squared. Here's a square button right here. And then minus 3, and that comes out to 125. All right. Now, a couple more. All right, f of x is this. Find f of negative 1, so I'm going to do f of negative 1. It's going to be 3, and then right there, negative 1 in parentheses, plus 5 times negative 1, minus 1. So I'm going to type all that in. All right, let me get it lined up here. All right, so I've got 3, and in parentheses, negative 1 squared, plus 5, and then parentheses, negative 1, minus 1. And that comes up to negative 3. Okay, here's another one. We'll skip that one since I think we're getting to the end here. We're going to do this one. Now look, this is a fraction here. F of 4. All right, look here. I've got 2, and then right there I've got times 4 plus 3. Here I've got 3 times 4 minus 4. Now, when you have a fraction like this, it's important that you do the top and the bottom separate. So if I do the top and punch that in, I'm going to get 11. If I do the bottom and punch that in, I'm going to get 8. And then you simplify this, which it doesn't simplify, so you just leave it as that. Okay? Now this last one here. Same thing, we've got us a fraction here. So when I do this, it's f of negative 5, and so I'm going to have 3 times negative 5 squared plus 5 on the top. I've got 2 times negative 5 minus 4 on the bottom. And so like I just mentioned, I've got to do the top and the bottom separate. All right, so when I do the top, I'm going to punch it in here. 3, and then I've got negative 5 in parentheses, squared plus 5, and I get 80. 80 on the top. When I do the bottom, I got 2, and I got negative 5 in parentheses minus 4, and that I get negative 14. Okay, and then I simplify this. Now this one simplifies, and when I do that, I just type 80 divided by negative 14. It comes up to be this, and I can change it to a fraction, and it's negative 40 over 7. And there's my answer right there. Okay. Anyway, this is how you evaluate functions. Real simple. If you have any questions, just give me a holler, okay? Have a good rest of the day.